During warm-ups for each Chiefs game, the focus is often on Patrick Mahomes. But standing beside him is someone who inspires in his own way.
He just came and started doing it. It wasn't like I asked him to do it. He just saw that I was catching the football and he took it upon himself. He was like, hey, I'll come catch if you want me to.
Before every game since 2020, Chiefs assistant coach Porter Ellett and Mahomes have followed this same routine.
Being a part of that world, of his competitive world, is really special. Of all the people to catch, it's like, yeah, let's have the one-armed kid catch. Grew up on a farm, central Utah. In the summer, we would go out and check on our sheep and cows and kind of like move them wherever they needed to be moved.
What do you remember about that day?
Typical early morning, go, just take a drive.
My dad had a motorcycle and he would always haul it in the back of the truck. So I was 4 and I begged him, hey, can I ride in the back?
We were headed up the mountain. The road was really rough.
I was sitting on the motorcycle and I went to get off. And as I was getting off, we hit a bump and I fell out of the back of the truck.
He hit his head on a rock. It tore all the nerves out of his right shoulder, and he had a brain bleed.
They had to life flight me to Salt Lake, and I was really close to cutting one of the main arteries in my head and bleeding out. But then they did all this testing on my arm and realized I couldn't move it anymore.
I thought, well, why did I let him ride in the back of the truck? All these scenarios, I was thinking I could have avoided that if I'd have just made different decisions.
With his arm no longer functional due to the nerve damage from the accident, Porter's pursuit of a normal childhood proved challenging. Where were you in your mindset at that point?
If I didn't amputate it, I thought that it would cause me to not progress. So I was like, all right, let's get rid of this.
When Porter was 16, doctors amputated his right arm.
I came to the decision that, well, if they're gonna stare, they're gonna point, let's give them a show.
Even with one arm, Porter became an all-state selection in both baseball and basketball as a high schooler.
I used to love the first quarter of basketball games when I hadn't played people, because don't guard you for a quarter. You put up 12 points and then, all right.
Porter Ellett, 3-point shots on its way. Good.
He was relentless, like shooting a basketball. A lot of kids would spend half an hour a day. Porter would spend 4.
That's why I love sports, is because they saved me, really.
After high school, Porter enrolled at Brigham Young University, where he got a job doing laundry for the football team and fell in love with his future wife, Carly. The Elletts settled in Salt Lake City, where Porter took a job at Goldman Sachs.
He was at Goldman's for about a year when I realized that this is something I don't know that he can stick out and feel fulfilled in his career. So we were sitting down for dinner one night and I just asked him, what is it that you think about when you have nothing else you need to think about? And it was sports.
How did you meet Porter?
I met him actually through my son-in-law. And my son-in-law goes, man, this guy would be a great coach. He came out and visited one of the games. So I said, bring him over to the house after the game. So he came over and we talked. And I said, all right, if I have an opening, I'll sneak you in here.
He explains to me, when I have a job opening, it's to be my assistant. You'll basically be my right-hand man. You'll go everywhere I go. I cracked the joke after he said right-hand man. I was like, well, are you okay with your right-hand man not having a right hand? And he's laughing on the other side. He's like, you'll be my left-hand man.
He started from scratch. He started reading books. He'd quiz all the coaches.
He'd get home at midnight, he'd bring me a stack of flashcards, wake me up, and we would go through the stack of flashcards because he wanted to learn the offense.
Nice catch on that. Good route.
Since he was hired in 2017, Porter has progressed from Reed's personal assistant to assistant running backs coach and has been on staff for the Chiefs' last 3 Super Bowl victories.
He already is a great coach, but he's going to be a great coach in this league for a long time. He helps me out a ton every single day.
This kid from this middle of nowhere farm town in Loa, Utah, who suffered a horrible farming accident, only has one arm, is now next to arguably one of the greatest coaches in NFL history.
What makes you most proud of where you are now?
I don't know if I'm really like proud of myself, but I'm proud that I proved everybody who like bet on me right. Coach Reed doesn't have to answer questions about like, why would you ever hire a one-armed kid? Like, he never has to answer that question. That's what I'm proud of.